She thought she won when she took him from you, not knowing you had already let go. She thought she won the moment he chose her. You could see it in how she carried herself, in the quiet confidence that came from believing she had taken something from you. From the outside, it looked like a victory, like she stepped into a place that once belonged to you and made it her own without resistance. You didn't react the way she expected. You didn't fight for it. You didn't try to prove anything. You didn't even move the way people thought you would after something like that. And that is where the situation started to feel different from what it looked like. Because you had already let go, not suddenly, not in one moment, but over time. Through the confusion, through the patterns you kept noticing, and through the way things started to feel heavier than they should have. Something in you had already shifted before everything became visible. So when it happened, you weren't holding on the way they thought you were. And that is the part they didn't understand. They expected a reaction. They expected you to chase, to question, or to show that it still mattered in the same way. That expectation made the situation feel like a win for her, because it seemed like she had taken something valuable from you. But you didn't stay in that space. You stepped back quietly, not because you didn't care, but because you had already been enough. You had already seen enough to know what you were letting go of. That decision wasn't loud, but it changed everything about how you experienced what happened. Now, things feel different. Because what looked like a win doesn't carry the same meaning when the person you're taking from has already realized it. When the person you're taking from has already released it, the dynamic doesn't hold the same way. And the reaction she expected never came. And that creates a kind of confusion. Not because you explained it, but because your silence showed it. The way you moved on without holding on to the situation shifted the entire perspective. It removes the sense of control they thought they had over how things would affect you. You didn't lose something. You walked away from something that had already lost its meaning to you. And that is the part she didn't see when she thought she won. Because what she stepped into wasn't something you were still fighting for. It was something you had already made peace with leaving behind. She thought she took something from you, but in reality, you had already let go of it before it ever happened.